I would like to encourage all new fish farmers like myself to join the bigger fish farming community, which is Zacoso. Zacoso stands for Zambian Aquaculture Cooperative Society. Remember, this is Zambian. I'm sure for the other people in other countries, they could have their own associations. Hi everyone, this is Naturally Afro-Sis. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new, please make sure you subscribe and turn on your notification button. So in this video, I'll be giving you highlights of a seminar I attended that was organized by Zacoso, ZDA, in conjunction with Breathing Fish Farm. I will also be giving you the benefits of you joining the fish farming community. I've been a member since last year, but I wasn't active. It's only this year that I've decided to try and be active. As we all know, you cannot work in isolation. You can't do everything by yourself. You need help. For efficiency's sake, you need other people that will do things better than you. Much as you are being a fish farmer, you will need some people to help you market or some people to help you sell. Even as you are producing, you might also need information of where to get materials, information of how to access funding and whatnot. All those things, you're not going to know them if you operate on your own or in silos, as people would commonly say. So if you want to ensure that you succeed at fish farming, I think the best thing for us to do is to work as a cooperative and join hands and work together so that we take advantage of each other's comparative advantages. Yeah, good news, good news. The other thing I'll be talking about is the new dates for the Mansa training and the Kasama training. So all of you people in Wapula and all of you in Northern Province, take advantage of the training that is coming. Plus, the same seminar that I attended by ZDA is also going to happen after the fish farming training. So if you want to know all the details and to get the contacts, please make sure you stay until the end of the video. So let's get into it. So we're going to start with the benefits. Number one, fish farming training. So Zacoso normally organizes trainings, seminars, such as this one that was held by Zambia Development Agency in conjunction with Breathing Fish Farm. These trainings would range from fish farming information to even funding opportunities and marketing opportunities that exist out there. So as a paid up member, you get to benefit by knowing what is going on in the country and outside the country, first of all, in terms of information. Secondly, you also get to pay maybe half or attend some of the seminars for free. So from what happened, like this previous seminar that was held, full payment must have been 500 kwacha if I'm not mistaken, but as a member we were paying something like half of that. So with this seminar, before the seminar started, we had an opportunity to also revise in areas where members needed a refresher course.
So 6 of you have already approached me today. There are some things in fish farming that you have forgotten. To put a table here. And this table we are putting here is called the feeding chart. Feeding chart. The feeding chart is a table that you get for free from the feed company. As you are buying the feed, there is a flyer, there is a leaflet you get for free. All right, it's called the feeding chart or feeding table. So here it has the average body weight range in grams. Here it has the feed rate in percentage. Okay, as a percent. Here it has the feeding frequency. All right. The figures here are different depending on the feed company you are buying the feed from. The differences are because the quantities of the ingredients in the feed are different. Some they have more proteins than the others, more lipids, more carbohydrates, and so on. And hence, this is good feed or this is better feed than the other feed because the quantities of the ingredients in the feed are different. And that affects the feed rate here. Using the feed rates, the chart that we used yesterday. Okay, give me size of your pond. We do it exactly. Our pond is almost like a square. Here 35 meters by 30 meters. All right. Now give us your stocking density. 12 fingerlings per square meter. Okay. Find for me the number of fish in her pond. Find the area of the pond length and width, multiply. The area you find, then multiply by 12. Okay? To find the number of fingerlings to stock in this pond. The 12 is the stocking density. And the answer is what? Okay. So it's 12,600. Okay. Fingerlings. So even as we go to the hatchery, we know we'll go and tell them, I want this number of fingerlings. But now, she has stocked what? 12,000 only. This is what she has already stocked about 4 or 5 days ago. Let us find now the feed ration. The feed ration is what? The quantity of feed to give this fish per day. So how do we do that? The first step is give us some more data. We need what now? We need the AB. We need your we need the average body weight of one fish. What now? You were told, don't be told. You weigh it yourself. Okay? Get a digital scale and weigh. Yeah, because they will tell you, but then you confirm. So we need to know the average weight of one fish. So the average this body weight is what, Mama?
1 gram.
Oh, it's 1 gram. Oh. So these are not fingerlings. From the chart, you tell us the number of times we should physically go and feed the fish.
5 times. So you get to consult at whatever time you want regarding training. So information is ever flowing, and whatever questions you have, you still have an opportunity to ask privately on email or even via text, WhatsApp and whatnot. So that is one reason why I believe it would be beneficial for you to belong or to get affiliated to associations. We move to number 2, fish marketing for members. Zacoso will help market the fish for its members, to take inventories from its members and update its database. In this case, the members or farmers will need to provide 1, their full names and NRC numbers, 2, their location, where their business is located, to be provided. Then 3, fish stock and expected date, week, month of harvest. The farmer will need to indicate how much fish they have in stock, the expected date, week, and month of harvest. And then the 4th one, the farmer will also need to provide the proposed price per kg. The advantage is the farmers will be able to sell in bulk, and you avoid losses in terms of transportation, fish going bad, provided you meet the standards. I've never sold with Zacoso, but it's something that looks very interesting because I know how it is to sell on your own, especially when you are delivering to people. Number 3, consultancy services. Zacoso may provide consultancy services or may link you to consultancy services such as ZDA, where you get help with proposal development and you also get other services.
ZDA write for fish farmers and they agreed, yes, we will do it. So even writing a proposal, they will do for us. They know better the requirements of each funder or funding agents. They know requirements are different. All that they are going to do so, and that's why we are here to listen and see how best we can access these opportunities that our government has put in place for fish farmers.
Number 4, recommendation letters to potential funders. What I learned from the seminar is that there are so many funders out there and there are so many opportunities that you could easily access if you are affiliated and registered with different communities or associations and agencies such as ZDA.
Our mandate is actually to facilitate trade, investment, and enterprise development.
I learned that you could access funding from potential funders simply by being helped to do a bankable proposal and then also being given a recommendation letter by ZDA. You could even access funding from banks with special rates as long as ZDA has entered an MOU with them. And also by being in the ZDA data bank, you could easily be linked to potential investors who come to ZDA as their entry point and want to partner with the locals.
Look at the pillars that ZDA has. There are 3 mandate pillars. The first one deals with investment. So somewhere here inside, we would want people who are coming from outside so that they join hands to work together. We have people that comes from outside who comes to invest into this nation. We normally call them foreign direct investors or investment. Okay? And then not only that, we also look at the local direct investment. Then apart from that, we have where my colleague is coming from, the export, development and promotion.
I've put some countries here, those who eat a lot of fish. These are the countries. And of course, you can't beat China. You can see 2 million tons of fish every year, followed by Myanmar, then Vietnam, Japan. But the interesting thing is that you've got African countries here, Cote d'Ivoire. They consume 160,000. Then you have Mozambique, 124,000 metric tons of fish. Of course, if we disaggregated, we'll say Brims, so many tons, Carpenter, so much tons and stuff like that. But all the same, at this level, we are satisfied, say, this is how these countries consume fish. And the good thing is that Mozambique is a neighbor of Zambia. So it means that if you expand your fish production, there's a market next door. In Tete here, we did a market research at ZDA. There was no fish in Tete. But that's a big town just across the Chanida border. Mozambique. Talk of the Congo DR. I did say that Zambia is exporting just a bit of fish, about less than $10,000 worth of fish every year. That's our exports. Very, very little. So we've got a lot of work to do. And you need a lot of support from government. Okay? For us to be able to create jobs and wealth in the fish subsector, there is something unique that needs to happen. And I'm glad that Dr. Kachaka is already beginning to do that. And that's the reason we're here, to learn and be able to just get an idea of the demand that is out there. Because the problem in Zambia is that you want to know alone, hide the idea under the armpit, you wrote with that idea, and even die with that idea. Yes. That's what Zambians are. We don't want to come together. Some of us don't even know that there are cooperatives. The Ministry of Commerce, Trade and Industry has a cooperative department which is encouraging, Zambians to form cooperatives. And we're happy that you've got one cooperative here for fish. And as ZDA, we work together to make sure that we identify the niche markets for fish. And what should government do now to scale up? You've heard of the African Continental Free Trade Area. Before that, you've heard of SADC. Zambia is a member. We take products there. You've heard of COMESA. We take products there. Now we are ACFTA. We are One Africa Market. There are about 1.2 billion consumers. People who are eating in Africa are 1.2 billion. That's a huge market. With a GDP or wealth of Africa of about $3 trillion. Small but sizable enough, okay? Now this whole Africa market has opened up. Meaning that you can take your fish now to Cote d'Ivoire, where they want 162,000 metric tons. Add that for Mozambique. And also the domestic gap. There's a lot of work to be done. The market is there. The consumers are there. But do we have the quantities? So exports has got two sides. You have the supply side. Here at home, first you need to think of, do you have the product? First and foremost, you want to export to Congo, you need to make sure that your product meets the international standards that are required. Okay? Normally in fish, you may export it frozen, whether as fillet, it could be sold whole fish, fresh, or it could be dried fish. Okay? And ZDA normally would go out in these countries, start the fish market, bring information, bring you together and tell you, okay, colleagues, we went to Congo or Malawi.
So now we get to the announcement of the training that will happen in Mansa. It's going to happen in May. For those of you that have been wanting to attend the training and you're not in Lusaka, you were complaining that Lusaka is too far for you, Breathing Fish Farm is coming nearer to you. So all those people that were calling me from Luapula, you have an opportunity to attend the training in Mansa. Yeah, so the training in Mansa will take place on the 24th to 26th May of 2021, which is like in 2 weeks time. For the charges and the logistics, please make sure you contact them. The numbers are on the screen. Thereafter, there will be this seminar that I've just explained to you, organized by Zacoso and ZDA, Zambia Development Agency, with Breathing Fish Farm. It's a half-day meeting and it will take place in Mansa, I'm sure at the same venue. So for the details also, call the same numbers that are on the screen. And then there'll be another training for northerners now. So Northern Province, you're not left out. There'll be a training for you in Kasama and it will take place from the 28th of May. So you also need to get in touch with Breathing Fish Farm. I'm not part of Breathing Fish Farm. I'm just giving you the information because it's something that you've been asking me about. So the online training is finally here, the one that most foreigners are interested in. The online training will take part from the 21st to 25th June. Please make sure you get in touch with Breathing Fish Farm. They'll give you the details. I'm sure it will be a Zoom meeting. They know best how they do it. So get in touch with them. They'll give you the course outline. If you want to just have a sneak peek of the course outline, you may refer to the video that I did last time on fish farming training alert. I'll link it up here so that you just have a look at their course outline. That will be from the 21st to 25th of June. So this one is not in May, it's in June. It's the following month. So make sure you don't miss it. Knowledge is power. It's better you go into it with a lot of information. Don't go into it blindly. Better you get trained. Make sure your workers are also trained, because even if you have the information, you won't be there to manage the fish farm. Most likely you will be in offices and whatnot. But as for the youths that are going to be hands-on and doing it for themselves, that will be good for you. But it's always good to have another member of your team trained as well. So to all of you that are going to attend this seminar, all the best. And mind you, this seminar was very well attended. We had people from Kaoma, we had people from Northern, we had people from Eastern Province. But now you don't have to travel the longest distance. Breathing Fish Farm and ZDA are coming to you. So make sure you get affiliated to these associations and the groupings that are there so that you are able to access information. So I think that's it for this video. If you found this video helpful, please make sure you give us a like, share. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on your notification button. It will help us a lot. So thank you very much for watching and bye. See you in the next one.